Arab Summit held in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, tackled many issues, on top of which was Egypt's support to the Palestinian cause. And to shed more light on this issue, we are joined by Ambassador Ayoub Mahmoud Ayoub. He is a Minister Commercial. Ambassador Ayoub, good morning, and thank you very much for joining us on Night TV.
Good morning to you and to the viewers.
Ambassador Ayoub, I would like you to shed more light on the steps taken by Egypt in supporting the Palestinian cause so far.
In this summit in Riyadh, Egypt was very clear in its support with Palestinian cause and Palestinians in Gaza and the West Bank. It is not by words only, but by action. Egypt supplies almost 80% of supplies to Gaza comes from Egypt. It is Egyptian. So Egypt has a stand. It is clear, and to all parties concerned, we need stability and peace for the Middle East, starting from Gaza and the Western Bank. That is why we are participating in this conference in Riyadh, which we hope it will bring positive results as far as Palestinian cause is concerned.
Okay, Your Excellency, Ambassador Ayoub, what were the main highlights of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi's speech in the summit?
The main points in this summit: first, to stop violence, stop aggression. We see aggression on Gaza almost 3 months now, more than 3 months now, no more than 3 months, of course. So stop aggression first, and let us sit on the negotiation table to reach a settlement which gives the Palestinians the right in their own land, and at the same time Egypt is doing its best as far as possible with the Israeli partner, so that it can bring peace to Gaza and the Western Bank of Palestine, and at the same time to spread peace and stability in the region, because any destabilization in situation in this part of the world will spread in other countries. We have seen this in Syria, or seen it in Lebanon. Now we are seeing it in Lebanon, and also as far as Iraq is concerned. So Egypt has a stake in bringing peace back to Gaza and Western Bank.
Okay, Ambassador Ayoub, with major countries to ensure support for the peaceful solutions.
Again, please.
How does Egypt coordinate its efforts with major countries to ensure support for peaceful solutions?
The coordination between Egypt and concerned parties in this respect is vital to the cause. Palestinian cause is also, since 48 until now, it is stand still, and Egypt is playing a crucial role as far as bringing partners together to sit and establish peace. And before establishing peace, we need to stop violence against the Palestinians, and the violence from all parties, in fact, so that we can speak at the gunpoint, but at conference halls or on the conference table, so that Egypt needs peace, needs stability, and that is what Egypt is doing since 1948 until today.
Your Excellency, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi condemned the international silence towards the Palestinian crisis. Would you please elaborate us about this?
This is pinpointing the main issue. Silence of the international community of the world regarding the violence or aggression in Gaza and Palestine is the main reason for what we are seeing now. That is why President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi was clear and in condemning the international silence in this respect, and this means that we need that the international powers, mainly United States and Western Europe and Britain, of course, should play its role in exerting pressure on the Palestinian, on the Israelis, so that they stop aggression and they begin negotiation, a peaceful settlement for situation in Palestine. And that is why President himself has highlighted the main issues and what needs to be done, and at the same time he is referring and condemning, I will not say condemning, he's referring to the silence as a negative aspect in this issue, which is making instability the main feature of the Middle East at the moment.
Ambassador Ayoub, would you please tell us more about Egypt's efforts to establish security in the Palestinian region?
Egypt is the main player in establishing security, because security is very important, that is safety of individuals. It is as simple as this. So we are even giving training to policemen in Gaza, and in many aspects Egypt is trying to taking a pragmatic approach as far as stability and peace in Gaza and in Palestine is concerned. That is why the role Egypt plays now is very important, and all the countries of the world should support it, and at the same time they should condemn and pressure Israel to stop violence against Palestinians.
What are the main challenges facing Egypt during the peace process, Ambassador Ayoub?
The main challenge is the aggression itself. It is as simple as this. This is one thing. Other thing, extremism is another challenge, by the way. Extremism at both parties, whether in the Israeli party or the Palestinian party. So extremism will spoil all the efforts which are being exerted by Egypt and other peaceful countries to try to bring stability, peace, and reconciliation between the parties concerned, so that we can proceed to a positive attitude or positive steps regarding peace for the people in Gaza, and because this is a livelihood. The schools are destructed, the hospitals are destructed, something unheard of in the history of humanity, that the Israelis target the hospitals and the schools while the students in it, and even the houses where they see a big number of people in one house, they destruct this, they explode this house, something which you did not hear about even at the time of Nazi.
And do you believe, sir, that electing U.S. President Donald Trump in the coming period, he will be the U.S. President, this will make a difference in the peace process?
We hope it will make a positive difference, not negative one. Because when a country like the United States is the main supplier of support to Egypt, is biased, this will not help the peace process. So the new president of the United States should be even-handed as far as the peace process is concerned, because if he is not, the situation will not stabilize. Violence will continue, and violence will spread to other parts in the Middle East. We know there are U.S. bases, military bases in some other countries. It will not be far away from the attacks by any local or foreign power. So all the countries need to establish peace and to come to reconciliation, and so because the people in Gaza and in other parts of Palestinian territory, occupied territory, are suffering every day in their own life. So we need to establish peace and to supply them with the basic needs which they are deprived of because of the Israeli authorities.
Ambassador Ayoub, since 1948, Egypt has shouldered the responsibility for combating the aggression against the Palestinian people. Would you please tell us more about this issue?
Really, Egypt is shouldering the main burden in this aggression against Palestinians since 1948. So this more than 70 years now, Egypt is paying a high price for its support to the Palestinians, and we suffer a lot in this respect. But the other countries should play their role and stop stop supplying Israel with ammunition and arms, and at the same time pressure and also as and economic support. So there is a lot which can be done and should be done now. Otherwise, situation will deteriorate because the Israeli government is looking for expansion and aggression, not for peace and stability.
Going back to the Riyadh summit, the extraordinary summit, do we expect another meetings soon between the Arab leaders to continue these efforts exerted?
The Arab leaders in the summit in Riyadh has put the rules, and the rules have to be implemented. That is to say, there are steps which should be taken by each of the Arab countries as far as relations with Israel concerned. So we need continuation of the effort, and we need to follow up and put the words in action in the peace process. And there is a big role which should be played by Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Algeria, and other countries, Syria, of course, and Lebanon. All the partners should play the role, and at the same time, the United States should reconsider its position as far as aggression in the Middle East and aggression against the Palestinians. Otherwise, violence will spill to the United States itself.
Okay, Ambassador Mahmoud Ayoub, thank you very much for joining us on ITV, and stay tuned with us. This brings us to the end of our breakfast show today. Thanks for watching. Please stay tuned for more to come on ITV International.